Lawncareer Nation. So I'm at the 2023 Equip Expo with Jerry Barnaby from Ego Power Equipment. Hey Jerry, how's it going?
Fantastic, man. It's a good day to be in the Ego booth because we got all sorts of stuff right here. As you can see up here, we're setting the new standard for power, performance, and durability because we're busting a move into commercial.
I interviewed you in 2019.
Yeah.
You brought it then,
yeah.
And I waited, and you were talking with somebody there. I was like, I want Jerry to talk because I know you're always gonna bring it.
I only got one gear, man, and it's full speed ahead.
So there you go. So what's it was 2019 the last I was here.
Yep.
So what's new with Ego in the commercial space?
Well, what we're doing is we've got a whole new line of commercial tools that are getting set to be released right now. They're shipping as we speak. So we got all the handhelds you'd ever want.
Yep.
And look at this. It's almost like a show and tell board. Just popped right up here. We got a brand new ZTR.
Yeah. What size is that?
That's going to be a 48, a 54, or a 60 inch.
Nice.
Right? And what's great about this is it's built from the ground up. So we didn't take any of the components from the residential ZTRs.
Okay.
This is a clean white sheet of engineering. So it's got beefed up steel beams through here. It's got suspension for the deck so there's no rattling as you go along. It's got a seat to die for. This one, you actually have to reveal your weight. Right here, you'll dial it in and say, today I believe I'm weighing about 220 pounds, and it'll dial it in correctly for that. As far as what's driving the train, it's going to have high capacity batteries.
Okay.
Now what's important about that is a lot of people overbuy on their battery powered stuff. Like let's say they buy a battery system that costs $40,000 with the mower, right? And it runs for 8 hours. But you only mow for 3 hours a day. You've bought 5 hours of battery too much, right? So with ours, you can buy 1 battery, 2 battery, 3 battery,
and adapt it to
then bump it up as you need to go along.
Okay, that's smart.
Which is so important.
Yeah.
Now come on over here, I'll show you. Speaking of batteries, this is like the thing right here. This is what we showed last year. It was simply a video, right?
Okay.
Come on around to this side. Here we are in the world of three-dimensional, right? So this is the PGX commercial charging system. So this is going to be your hub. Goes into a 15 amp circuit. So unplug the TV, plug this whole wall of power generation in. No special wiring necessary. So then these are docks, and they're 3 batteries at a time, daisy chained along. So once you come in after a hard day of work and you just put all the batteries back on the chargers, it will charge all 3 at the same time, then move on to the next 3. It will do up to 70 batteries overnight. And what's cool about it is there's an app. So it's called the Power Manager app. And so you're sitting at home, if there's a power outage, it's going to go, you got a power outage, you're not going to have juice for tomorrow's work, so you figure it out. It's going to notify you that there's been an interruption. But 2, it will tell you which batteries have been fully charged, and you can rearrange the charge path. If you got some bigger batteries at the end of the chain that you absolutely need charged, you can direct power to them. Yeah, so one of the big wonders for your audience, doubtless, is, God, I want to get into battery power, but I have no idea how many batteries to buy. We got an app for that, my brother. So what you do is, it's called the Fleet app, I should say. So you put in all the criteria. It's a Q&A, right? Like how many string trimmers do you have, how many blowers, how many mowers, how many zero turns, and how big are the lawns you mow, and it will tell you exactly how many batteries you're likely to need, so you don't overinvest or underinvest.
So it's the same battery for a trimmer and...
Every Ego battery fits and runs every Ego tool, except for the high capacity batteries, which are way too big. But 2, come on over here, one more thing. Well, as we pass this, I got to point out that all of our commercial tools have carbon fiber shafts.
Oh, nice.
So this guy right here, this extendable pole saw, go up to almost 18 feet, 40% lighter. So I mean, it's almost like a feather in your hand.
That makes a huge difference.
Okay, so this is what a trailer that's outfitted would look like. And what you can see in here is what appears to be almost like audio racks at a concert or something.
It sounds like a generator.
Right, so at the bottom, that's a high capacity battery. So what you can do is, as a crew, you show up in a neighborhood and you say, okay, we're all charged up with our batteries, but we might need to recharge some batteries during the day in the field. So those framed batteries right there, you take that out, it weighs about 80 pounds, you put it in the middle of a neighborhood, and the big battery down below charges the batteries up above. So your crew crews can come in and charge up to 15 batteries on the fly.
Very cool.
Yeah. So what we're trying to do is we understand that the commercial people are all about juice. If I don't have the juice, I don't get the dough. Right? So you got to be charged up, and we have cracked the code on that.
Okay.
We are the only people doing this at this level of sophistication.
Okay.
And Ego, we are the largest manufacturers of battery-powered equipment now in the world for OPE. We're doing it right, keeping it tight, and it's ever forward.
Yeah, there's been a lot of positive reviews that I've seen. A lot of guys experimenting with the residential mowers and having a great time with them.
Yeah. Well, they were certified to be commercial by a rating agency. They say residential or commercial, but we know what happens. Like, you know, it's not like when crews get done with a tool, they go, oh, let me just gingerly place it right here. It's like, bam! You know, but so this stuff is IPX5.
Awesome.
It's UV resistant, so it's not going to break down. And it's built to take it.
So IPX5, for you guys that don't know, means it's Vancouver and Seattle approved.
Right, and that's with a heavy, heavy wind, because IPX5 is a jet of water. Yeah, so I mean, no problem. You don't have to put like a rain jacket on it. Right?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. So what do we have in terms of a commercial line? We've got some string trimmers, looks like some pole saws.
Yep, let's go to the wall of awesome here. I'll just click it off. This is going to be the string trimmer. It's going to take up to, I think about 30 feet of line. Right? And then you've got the pole saw. That's going to be a 10-inch bar right there. It's going to cut about 100 4x4s on a single charge. That's going to be the straight edger. This is going to be a curved shaft edger. This blower right here is 800 CFM. It's going to be 190 mile wind speed, 26 newtons. It'll go with two 12 amp hour batteries. It'll go 4 hours on low. It'll go about an hour on high and 50 minutes on turbo. But it's just beautifully balanced. This guy we just introduced, and this is going to be a commercial mower. It is the world's most powerful torque mower for 30 inches or less as far as deck cutting, and it's going to give you about 2 hours runtime on a single charge. It's a cast aluminum deck, and it's just built to take it. And these actually are even, you know, it doesn't have a carburetor, but it does have cooling vents right here that have filters. So if it gets dusty,
it locks it out.
Right, and it does a bagging, but it also has a left-oriented chute if you're going to be just blowing grass out the side. But we made the chute almost like unnaturally large. So I'll take the grass and blow it out in like a cloud. So there's no clumping.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So then we also have, moving on down the way, this is going to be a bike handle brush cutter. And we got 3 hedge trimmers.
Awesome.
Right, so that's going to be the short stick, the long stick, and this, well, this is the articulated.
Articulating,
Yep, so that'll go 7 or 11 different positions.
Okay, awesome. And again, another cast aluminum, so another Seattle, Vancouver approved.
Right.
Wet weather.
Yeah. No, this is, I mean, it's an amazing line of commercial, and we're just getting started with it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So thanks so much for taking the time out, Jerry, to come onto the channel and talk about what Ego has for commercial equipment in 2023.
It's what I love to do in life, man.
There you go.
All right.
That's awesome.
Thanks so much.
All right.